Hey guys, so today I'm doing my everyday makeup look. This is like what I do when I go to school or when I need a really fast glam and it stays all day long. So I prepped my lips with the Glam Glow lip mask and then I primed my face using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer and then the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. So instead of using foundation, I'll be using the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm, and I really like using this on a daily basis because it's not as heavy as a foundation and it still gives a lot of coverage, a lot more coverage than other BB creams from what I've found. And whenever I wear this, I always get compliments on my skin because I feel like it just looks so natural. So then for my concealer, I'll be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light, and I only use a little bit of that and then I mix it with my Beauty Balm. And I like doing this because I don't want my under eyes to look too bright and stand out, because then it won't look as natural if my under eyes are a lot brighter than the rest of my face. And of course I'll be blending this out with a damp Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then what I'll be doing, instead of priming my eyes, I will just use concealer to prime them. This is just one of my quick tips to help you go faster, and rather than having to prime my eyes, I can just use concealer instead and it works just as well. Then I'll be setting my under eyes using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'll also be setting my so-called primer on my lids. Then to set the rest of my face, I'll be using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder, and I'm not sure what shade it is, so I will put it down below in the description box. If you are ever not sure what product or what brush or what shade I used in anything, just check the description box down below because everything is always listed in full detail. Then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever bronzer in the shade 15, I believe. And as you can see, this is really light and it takes a while for the product to build up, which is why I think it's perfect for everyday use. So then for my blush, I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Dainty. And I really like this color because it works well in my light skin tone, but if you put it on a darker skin tone, it's a little bit brighter, and I just think it is so beautiful. So on days when I'm just feeling more natural, I wear the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light, and as you can see, it just makes my skin look really like healthy. But recently I've really been loving this Laura Geller highlight in the shade Charming Pink, and it's still a really pretty highlight, but at the same time it's not too intense, which is what I love about it. Then I just went over all of my face makeup with a stippling brush to make sure that everything is all blended together. And of course, I gotta set my brows with some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, cause y'all know my brows are crazy. Now for the true star of the show, this is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Vintage Selection, and I'm just using my finger to apply this. And honestly guys, there's no eyeshadow like this that I have in my collection that stays this long, looks as good, and is this easy to apply. Now for my eyeshadow, I'm going in with the shade Naked from the Naked 1 palette by Urban Decay, and I'm just sort of sloppily throwing this in my crease and whatnot. And then I'm going in with the shade Buck, which is a slightly darker brown shade, and I'm putting this more on my outer corner, but honestly guys, you just kind of got to throw it in your crease and go out the door. It's that easy. Then just to add a little bit more dimension, I take the shade Sin and I put this more on my inner corners. Not all over my lid, but not like directly in my tear ducts, just sort of on the inner portion of my lid. I'm going to go in with MAC's Pro Emphasize Powder and MAC's eyeshadow in the shade Nylon, and I'm going to mix them to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. On days when I'm more tired, I go in with the Tarte Inner Rim Liner, and this just helps make my eyes look a little bit more wide awake and bigger. Then to make my inner corners really stand out, I go in with the Marc Jacobs Twinkle Pop Stick in the shade Franny, and this is just like a silver cream eyeshadow, and I just love the way that it looks in my inner corners. So I never used to do this, but now I am curling my lashes up to Jesus and then coating them with the Tarte Tarteist Mascara. So this is the final simple eye look, and we're going to move on to lips and then we'll be done. So I usually switch off between 3 different lip combos and shades, just depending on my mood. So my first one is this Fresh Sugar Nourishing Lip Balm Advanced Therapy. So this is the lip balm version of like the white chapstick. Like stays on until I eat food, and it's super moisturizing. Obviously my next one is MAC Syrup because this is like my favorite lipstick ever. My favorite one by far so far that I've been like loving using for school, just to make my lips look like healthy and just kind of match like the glowy simple look, is this Burberry lip gloss in the shade Cameo Nude number 21, and this has like a little bit of glitter, not glitter, it's not like chunky glitter, it's just very finely milled gold glitter, but this is definitely more of a nude shade and I absolutely love it. That's this shade right here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already to see more of my videos and to join my YouTube family. Also, we need a name for like the little YouTube fam, so think of something down below and maybe I'll pick your idea. My next video is going to be makeup collection, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.